A man's true character is revealed in silence, not noise. This is the Silent Kings, where men learn to move quietly and lead loudly with their actions. Today's lesson is simple, but it cuts deep. Are you actually improving, or are you just being delusional? You can call yourself disciplined, hardworking, focused. But if you keep making the same mistake month after month and you refuse to change it, that is not bad luck. That is you choosing a comfortable lie over an uncomfortable truth. Ask yourself a few questions. Do you keep repeating the same pattern in money, in your habits, in your work, in your relationships? Do you promise yourself you will change, then watch yourself do the exact same thing again? If the answer is yes, you are not cursed. You are simply not facing your blind spots. Awareness is the first step, but it is not enough. Saying, "I know I overreact when I am stressed," means nothing if you still explode every time stress appears. Saying, "I know I self-sabotage when things go well," means nothing if you still throw away progress whenever you start to win. Most men stop at awareness and then hide there. They talk about their flaws like it is a personality type, not a problem to solve. They tell the same story for years. I get too emotional. I am just inconsistent. I overthink everything. It sounds honest, but it is really just a shield that protects their ego from having to change. The future version of you, the one with stability, strength, self-respect, and real results, is not blocked by knowledge. You already know a lot. He is blocked by the blind spots you refuse to measure and correct. So start here. Look back 6 months. Where were you, and where did you say you would be by now? More money saved, more weight lost, more skills developed, more discipline built. Did you get there, fall short, or overshoot it completely? If you do not know what you are aiming for, that is the first delusion. A man with no plan cannot claim to be behind. He is just drifting. If you did set targets and missed them, do not hide behind vague answers like, "I need to work harder," or "I need more time." The donkey works harder than everyone on the farm. It still does not own the farm. Hard work in the wrong direction is not noble. It is waste. You need to be specific. What exact habits are sabotaging you? What situations always trigger your worst decisions? What promises to yourself are you breaking over and over again? Most of you already know the answer. You know you scroll when you should be studying. You know you eat trash when you feel stressed. You know you chase attention when you feel insecure. You know you say tomorrow when you are scared to start today. If I sat with you for 1 hour and asked honest questions, you would tell me all of this yourself. The problem is that you trust someone else's analysis more than your own. You are waiting for a mentor, a boss, a coach to give you permission to grow up. Good mentors are powerful. They can speed you up. But if you never learn to study yourself, you will stay dependent forever. A silent king values guidance, but he does not outsource his entire life to other men. So here is what you do. Track yourself like you would track an athlete you are coaching. Write down your bad days, not just your good ones. Note when you lose your temper, when you break your routine, when you break your own rules. Do not judge it. Treat it as data. Then ask, what was the trigger? Was it hunger, lack of sleep, boredom, loneliness, ego, fear? There is always a pattern if you're honest enough to look. Once you see the pattern, define the opposite version of you. If your current self reacts with anger, what would the calmer version of you do in that moment? If your current self runs to distraction, what would the disciplined version of you do instead? Write it down, make it boring, practical and clear. Then you practice that version on purpose, not in theory, but in the next messy, imperfect day you have. You will slip, you will get it wrong. That is fine. Correct and repeat. The goal is to fail in new ways, at higher levels, not to repeat the same old failure forever. Stop telling yourself stories that protect your ego. I am just built this way. No one understands how hard it is for me. Maybe I am not meant for this. There are men with less talent, less intelligence, and fewer chances who are already living where you want to be. The difference is not that they never made mistakes. The difference is that when life held up a mirror, they stopped arguing with it. A man who refuses feedback is choosing to stay weak. A man who craves feedback seeks it, writes it down and acts on it, becomes dangerous in the best way. You do not need a new life, you need a new level of honesty with the one you already have. A man's true character is not built when everything is going right. It is built in those quiet moments when he finally admits to himself, I am the one in my way, and I am done lying about it. If this message reached you, you're already ahead of most. Subscribe and continue your training in the next lesson.